Hello everyone, let's draw this 2D object in AutoCAD. So we'll launch our AutoCAD and first things first, we'll make sure that we're drawing in the drafting and annotation workspace. So for this particular task, we're going to start with this ellipse, then using a series of curves, we're going to come with this, and using a series of center lines, we're going to come with this particular shape. So the first things first, we'll come up with our two intersecting center lines. So we'll come to line, then zoom out a bit so that we have two center lines. So we'll lock our ortho mode on so that we have the first one and the second one from that point. Then we'll launch the ellipse command and we'll use the center method. So we'll click at the center point, which is the intersection. Then on one side, the radius will be a half of 65, which is 32.5. So we'll move this side, then enter distance of 32.5, enter. Then this upper one, the distance will be half of 100, which is 50, then enter. So thereafter, we're going to offset the center line a distance of 85 so that we get this strip. Then backwards a distance of 5. Then the 5 will offset it a distance of 20. So we'll come to offset, then enter distance of 85. Sorry, so 85, the first one, enter. Then again, by pressing enter, we'll launch the offset command and enter a distance of 5. Then enter. Then we launch this one 5 this side, 5 units. Then we launch it again and offset it on the right hand side at distance of 30. Enter. So from here 30. So afterwards we will offset the horizontal a distance of 10 each side. So we'll come to offset. So the distance is supposed to be 20, so 10 and 10 each side. So enter. So the first one up, the second one down. So thereafter, we're going to draw this particular curve using the 3-point method. So we'll come to arc, then we'll select 3 points, then we'll draw it from this intersection to that intersection, and lastly to that intersection. Thereafter, we need a curve from this point to this point. So for that, we are going to use this method. We're going to use the start, end, and direction so that it is smooth and it starts from here, ends from there. So we'll turn our auto off. So we should make sure that it aligns with both this bottom arc and also this top part. So we'll just make sure it aligns as such. Then the same will be repeated downwards. So start, end, and direction. So the start point, end point, and the direction being as such. So thereafter, we need to do the trimming. So we'll begin off with the trimming tool. We'll cut off this part. We'll cut off the upper parts, the lower parts. Then we'll do some trimming at these parts, as such. Then the whole inner part, we'll remove this, then remove this and this, this. same to all of these. Then the rest we can just select them and delete. So I'll use a zoom extent. So that is what we need to have as it is in our drawing. So what remains is the annotation, where we'll come to annotate, then we'll come to dimension, the linear dimension. So the first linear dimension is from shift right click quadrant to shift right click quadrant. So that is our first dimension. So since it's not that visible, we will come and alter the annotation style, the standard annotation style. So we come to manage dimension styles. Then we will modify this current one. The only modification we're going to do is on the text, where we're going to increase the text size, let's say to 5 units. The primary units again will also change the position to 0, the symbols and arrows to, let's say, 2. Then we'll say OK and we'll close. So at least it's visible. We'll also do dimensions from this tip to this tip. We'll also do dimensions from that tip to that tip. We'll also do dimensions from that point to that point. Lastly, this dimension as well. So as you can see, the one remains the 85. So then again, dimension from the tip to the tip, it is 85 as such. So that is it. That is what was needed. So I'll use a zoom window to zoom this. So this was what was needed for that particular exercise. So you can also take all these dimensions and put them in another layer, let's say by creating a new one. So we can come to layers, then we come to layer properties. So we can at least create a new layer for this. So we can come to new layer. So for the layer, we're just going to name it layer 1. Then we can change the color to, let's say, index color 1. Then OK. So I'll close this so that we can select all these dimensions, and from this point we can put them in another layer as shown. So that is it for this lesson. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to also subscribe.